Wednesday, as we always are, to do a tech talk. And this particular one is not going to be live, but you can ask questions and comments still. What you need to do is include as much information as you can, and either myself or somebody from the company will get in there and answer those questions. So typically I am here to do these live, but in this case, as many of you know, I'm traveling across the country right now. We just came from our Arkansas event and our other one in Georgia. So this show is coming to you in the middle of all of this. We still have more events on the East Coast, so we're hoping that you'll be able to catch up with us back there still. But meantime, we're here to talk about everything related to Jeep, building them, parts for them, driving them, your favorite subject and mine. All right, so go ahead and type in your question and comment, and then we're gonna get right to some of our featured product. The guys over on the sales desk just told me that everybody's Jeep is running hot and people are calling in for our hood louvers. So we make our one-piece hood louver, and this is available for a variety of vehicles. This is available in a brushed aluminum or black, and these will come with color-matched rivets, 1/8" rivets to attach them. You will either drill holes or cut holes in your hood and then put this on top to let heat out. They really work good. Or we have this style that you can buy in 2-piece sets, depending on your hood, or you can buy the whole 5-piece set. This one goes down toward the front. This is what I always ran on the Growler, like this style. These are only available in black. We don't do these in brushed aluminum anymore. They're only in black. And they do, again, come with the color-matched rivets. So the hood louvers will definitely make a dent. It's almost the equivalent of one notch on your temperature gauge and letting that heat out of the engine compartment. These are nice, high-quality aluminum. And this aluminum is also moldable, so you can really get this by working it, you know, on a table or over something round, a piece of tubing. You can really get this to form and fit your hood exactly. Same on this one. Again, it's about 80 thousandths, so a little bit thicker than 1/16 inch, and they're durable. The louvers are tough. You know, they're not going to bend, and you're going to find this really works well, not only to let the heat out, but dress up the front of your Jeep quite well. If you have one of the newer JLs that has those vents in the hood, you can pop those out and slice around the bottom and break the bottom off and actually open those up to help get some heat out of there too. So anyways, we're always a good resource for all that stuff. The next thing I want to talk about, if your Jeep is running hot, and I just found this recently on a customer's Jeep, was that the big plug that goes to the electric fan on the radiator, there's actually 2 power sources. There's like a low speed and then a high speed. And that big plug has thick wires coming out of it. That plug needed to be plugged in all the way, or something wasn't quite right with the contacts. I used a little contact grease inside there, put it together, and that really made a difference on that fan coming on. If you're still running hot, I would encourage you to clean your radiator. Go over to the high pressure car wash and blow out the fins. A lot of the time you don't realize how much dirt and grime has gotten in there, and it won't let the radiator material that it's made out of properly cool. So you're gonna wanna clean those out. And if all that is good and your coolant level is full, then you're going to want to check either your water pump or your thermostat. So these are all things that you can double check. Now, back to the electric fan. One of the things I wanted to mention was I noticed loose battery connections. Over time, you know, with the Jeep jiggling around, sometimes those connections will be just good enough to make it operate, but they're not tight enough for the really high draw things like the fan or the winch or starting. Sometimes you'll get some intermittent starting. It's your first clue that those battery terminals are not tight. And you're going to want to check all those connections. You know, a lot of us put the main cable on the battery terminal, and then we've got other stuff stacked on there. Well, even those things can develop corrosion between them. So you're going to want to check those, make sure they're clean, make sure they're tight, and make sure everything, because remember, when it's hot outside, all of your electrical accessories, whether it's your fuel pump, your fan, your starter, whatever it is, all draw more power. They don't run as efficiently when they're hot. So you definitely need to keep after that stuff. So hood louvers, great start, but you're going to want to look at all that other stuff, okay? All right, something else to keep you cool. I don't know if you guys saw it, but we did get in a whole slew of the Yeti style jugs. We've got, you know, this style that pops up, or we've got the little slide top. Oh, I have here some over here that look like this. So we've got a whole bunch of these in different colors and everything. So another good thing to keep you cool out on the trail. So check those out when you get a chance to. All right, the next thing I wanted to talk about when we're talking about keeping yourself cool out on the trail is our half doors. So our half doors are available for TJ, LJ. If you're willing to work on them, you can make them fit the YJ. We've also got them for JK, JL, and JT. These are really nicely made, high quality aluminum. We also offer some aftermarket aluminum hinges, or you can reuse your hinges, totally up to you. You can remount a factory style mirror on here, or you can do the Scotch style mirrors that either mount on top of the door or to the cage. We also offer these really nice armrests that go on the door in addition. And we also offer an inside door bag that looks like this. So these mount on the inside of the door and give you, you know, additional places to put maps and drinks, and there's a ton of storage inside these things. You can easily store a sweatshirt or a toe strap. We have PRP make these exclusively for us. And depending on the Jeep you have, we have these for the front doors and sometimes for the back doors. So just take a look at our website, and these are very, very handy to make all kinds of extra. None of these Jeeps have enough inside storage space. So the half doors come with the hardware, very nice, closed, solid, front and rear. They do have little limit cables, and like I said, these armrests, they just slide in. They're super nice. And by the way, these will work on any best top, you know, fabric half door that they've made forever, all the way back to CJ, YJ, TJ, LJ, on up. And these just pop in and stay on there. So very nice. You're definitely gonna wanna check those out. If you'll also notice, to make the half doors look really nice, we've made the B pillar removable. And I grabbed it just so I could show you. So this pillar can actually go back on, and it just sits right on top and it bolts on. So right now I'd have to remove some bolts to get it to go on there, but I just wanted to show you how nicely it'll go back on, and then you can put your full doors, full top, full everything. But for the summertime, you want to pull that off, and you just cap the bottom and cap the top of that. We give you a little pin that matches up and some rubber stuff to keep the paint from scratching. But super nice upgrade, the B pillar removal kit, and that's available on our website. You can find that over by wherever we're selling the cages on our website. And then of course, you know, if you're talking about roll cages, we offer roll cages for everything, CJ, all the way up. This is the latest cage. We just got finished making another batch of these, so they're back in stock, and specifically for the JL, but we've always got them for JK and TJ and LJ and YJ and CJ. So this being our latest cage, I've got a spiderweb shade on here right now. We do offer an aluminum roof, and both are great options depending on what you're doing. Again, all part of keeping you cool in the hotter weather, and I really like this look. This is the traditional Jeep look without the pillar, really clean. So when you get a chance, check these out on our website. Obviously, the doors are going to come in a brushed aluminum. I've painted these to match my vehicle. You don't have to. Some people wrap them, some people paint them. So it just kind of depends on you. But I can tell you these are a lot less expensive than a set of factory half doors. And if you damage those factory half doors, just what it would cost to repair them, you could have bought these. So these are pretty reasonably priced, especially for the quality level. They fit beautifully and open and close quite nicely. So in some cases, you can still get the best top upper for them. If you're talking about, TJ, YJ, LJ, JK, a lot of that stuff fits. So just check on our website and see what works with your application. And remember, if for some reason you can't find what you need, that information on the website, call in. I got guys sitting there ready to advise you on whatever it is that you're doing for your Jeep build. And they're happy to help out and get you pointed in the right direction, and probably even mention things that you overlooked or didn't see on the website. So always feel free to call in and talk to my guys. All right. Let's see. Next, let's talk about some of the events and stuff that we still have left for this year. And I'm going to look back here. So we just talked about the roll cages. Obviously that comes as a kit, so it's a builder's kit, and it's best to build it inside your vehicle. Here you can see our cargo rack, also another great summertime product to help you divide up that cargo space. You can see in this case, I've got my ARB fridge and my tools on the other side, and then I can put my camping gear and some of the other stuff that I carry back there. Okay, so we're looking at the summer season, right? We've already done hot springs. We've already done our meet and greet out at JK Land. Next up is going to be Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion. Actually, I've got one thing that I've now decided to fit in between, and that is that I'm going to be up in Flint, Michigan with my ambassador back there for Jeep Night in August. So you're going to want to check Facebook, both GenRight's Facebook and our ambassador for that area, Steve and Tammy Bird. I'll be joining them, and then from there I'll be going over for one day on the Woodward Dream Cruise. Then I'll be going over to the Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion, which is in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So you're going to have a few opportunities to still see me on the East Coast. Then immediately following that, we're going to go over to Windrock and wheel for a couple days. So please join us there. And then after that, I'll start working my way back west to get back here to California. That'll put me away for 2 solid months. So I'll need to get back here. We'll do a little bit of prep, and then we're going to head out to Trail Hero at the beginning of October. If you've never been out there, Sand Hollow, that's a great area. Lots of wheeling for all different levels. There's everything from sightseeing over, by the falls, and that area, all the way to buggy stuff. So plenty of stuff to do there. So I just wanted to mention, for those of you on the East Coast that have been asking me to get out that way, I'm out, I'm about, and please track me down and say hello. A lot of people rode with me when I was at the JK Land meet and greet. I gave rides for 5 hours straight, and then we went wheeling at Chocoloco the next day. Had a great time, did all the obstacles out there. So definitely keep an eye on our Facebook for more videos and pictures from there too. So lots of good stuff. So anyways, that's going to conclude this episode. I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview. Don't forget about these products to help keep your Jeep cool. And like I said, if you need to, go ahead and type in a comment, and I'll be sure to double check those, and maybe I can answer your specific question. All right, till next week, we'll see you then.